Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are live here on YouTube doing some transcribing. Well, it's a combination transcribing, guitar lesson. We should have a lot of fun doing this. I'm obviously pretty early. I thought I'd take the opportunity to come on, play some guitar, warm up before getting into the really hard transcribing stuff. If you're out there in YouTube land, jump in the comments, let us know you're there. Say hello, it's always very much appreciated. It makes me feel like I'm not a crazy person talking to myself. Let me move some things around so I can see my camera controller. Something like that. So I think if I press this, there we go, we've got a guitar. Boom. So today I am going to be transcribing, but I'm going to do it from a lesson perspective. I'm going to be transcribing the incredible Brett Garsed. We're going to be looking at Brett Garsed's solo on Burgers in Bed, which is a track from his instructional video that he put out many, many years ago. Let me adjust the volume for my headphones so I can hear myself a bit better. There we go. Yeah, so from his instructional videos, Rock Guitar Improvisation instructional video, I loved this video the day I saw it. I've wanted to own one of those guitars because of that video ever since. I kind of want Brett's one. If he ever wants to sell it, I would be first in line to grab it. It was a really influential video on me. You know, his playing on it is fantastic. Nice to see you, Stephen, and good to see you, Brian. Look forward to seeing a Brett transcription. Yeah, thanks very much, Chris. I do my best. Do I do my best, or could I do better? Probably get rid of my WhatsApp chat there. Could I do better? Who knows? So yeah, in essence, this is a really cool fusion tune. Really, really cool fusion tune. Because it's functionally the same as Miles Davis' So What, or Impressions. So for those of you that are familiar with Miles's song So What, a very commonly played jazz tune, which goes... So it's this melody. It's when Miles sort of started experimenting with the idea of modal jazz. There were these long D minor modal Dorian sections that you would have to improvise over this phrase. That's all D Dorian. That would happen for 16 bars, and then the whole piece would just shift up a semitone to E flat, and you would have to solo with E flat Dorian. Very, very cool thing to start practicing soloing over changes and you know, all that modal stuff. The tune that we're looking at is I think Rick Firabracci wrote this. Wrote feels generous though. It's in essence the same thing. We have 16 bars of A minor and then 8 bars of B flat minor, followed by 8 bars of A minor and repeating. And the riff is just an ascending blues scale. So there's this vibe that goes... So you're having to solo over A minor, and you're soloing over B flat minor, and we're treating those as though they're Dorian chords. So I'm just going to warm up by playing a little bit of A Dorian for you and give you some of the options, and then we're going to look at Brett Garsed's solo and see things that he does on something like this. So if I played something like just like an A minor 7 chord, pentatonic is always going to be a good option, right? most inside pool of notes that you could play over that. We can add the flat 5 for the blues note. As a mode, we really want Dorian over this. Now, of course, Dorian has the natural 2 and the major 6. So our natural 2 and our natural 6. And when we put those around our Dorian sound, choice for this would be actually be A melodic minor. Beautiful sound. I love this sound. I use this all the. In fact, on my website, guidedpracticeroutines.com, I have just dropped a melodic minor course. That's all of those cool being really fluent in improvisation is about finding your voice with those. Now, I'm a big believer in learning vocabulary. I'm a big believer in understanding how different players use language. And the thing with a player like Brett Garsed is he uses the language in such a different way than the way I would use the language. Like, I think when you listen to me play, you can hear there's lots of players like Mike Stern in my playing, or Oz Noy, John Schofield, but there's also Frank Gambale in there. There's also Guthrie Govan in there. This is Burgers in Bed, absolutely, yeah. I hope you can hear those things in my playing, because when I do things like those are, you know, like Gambale-isms. When I do things like these are obviously, you know, kind of Guthrie-isms, and the kind of longer swing lines. There's kind of like Mike Sternisms and John Schofieldisms in there, I would say, all with the over-the-top distortion sound that I have for this particular. I don't usually play with this much drive, But I think because of the Brett Garsed-ness, we're probably going to have to deal in some of that overdrive and some of that distortion today. Because he's going to be doing a lot of really cool legato things, as we're going to see. So I think before I I can maybe do a little bit more. Does anyone have any questions about that thus far? In fact, let me bring up my stream tools so I can see. Is it this I want? Maybe. Does that tell me much? Maybe that gives me information. Yes, I can see. Does that move? There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so there's obviously like a million things you could do, like different approaches to getting these sounds. So if I jump back to like that A-7 sound, I know, triads that are gonna work to create this sound. So I know over an A-7 that I can play like C major triads, D major triads. That gives me those, again, it's a Gambardism, right? I play over this. I'm going to play over this the way I play over this. I don't sound like Brett Garsed when I play over this, but Brett is one of my favourite players. Really, really big influence on me. He is the reason I play slide. He is the reason I sort of really fell in love with fusion guitar. I think he's a really melodic player, and not many people sound like Brett Garsed. So I think stealing his ideas and trying to sound a little bit more like Brett Garsed is never a bad thing, right? Robert Valdez, hello from San Francisco. I hope you are well. And when the key changes, we shouldn't have to think about it. So if I go to like a B flat, like idea of things. Now, if I change my camera and bring Brett up, maybe see what he does on this. Boom. Let me bring everything up so I can see things. And if I give you this, boom. So what I've got here is I've loaded up Brett's performance in Transcribe, and I've done a little bit of pre-work here. I've loaded the audio file into Guitar Pro as well, and I've synchronized the audio. Now, it's probably worth noting that this stream is brought to you by my friends over at Guitar Pro. They've sponsored this stream. They currently have a summer sale on. You can get 25% off of Guitar Pro. It is, for anyone that's watched my streams, it is my most used piece of software. Well, that and the software Transcribe. You know, if you are if you have Guitar Pro, it puts you in this nice position where you can download tabs for products that people are making, and you can actually press play and have the tabs play back at you. You know, on my website, guidedpracticeroutines.com, I must have, I don't know, 600 guitar profiles that are available to download. But if you have the software, you can also get access to my songbook, called my songbook, not a songbook by me, I should be clear. And you can, get access to all of the guitar profiles that they make. Now, it is, as far as I'm concerned, I've been doing this, spoilers, a really long time. I've been a professional musician for a really, really long time, and Guitar Pro is just my software of choice. Other things have come along. I used PowerTab for a while back in the day, but now, we have like SoundSlice and MuseScore, Sibelius, and all these alternatives. But Guitar Pro is just the one for me. It feels easy to use, and I think the end functionality for users is fantastic, as you're going to see with some of the things that we're going to use when working on this transcription and using it as a practice tool. So let me go to Brett playing Burgers in Bed so you can hear kind of Brett's approach to this, and you'll immediately hear how his playing on this is vastly different than my own, right? Because this is a rough idea. We probably won't get that far in the transcription. Now, there's so many moments in there. Like if I pick out... So this phrase here, or this line, this is very Brett Garsed. And I think the fun thing about that is, watch the man's face. He starts at the 2nd fret on the guitar, and his phrase ends up here at like the 20th fret. And he moves for a key while he's doing it. He starts the line in A minor and ends in B flat minor. And he never looks down at the neck. He's just playing these long flowing lines that cover the whole neck. It's like a real fluidity to what he does. And I think the magic of this is it's not like... he's obviously not an Instagram guitar player. You don't listen to this and think to yourself, oh, wow, like, listen to how perfect this playing is. This isn't, 400 takes in your home studio and then editing the audio. This is just live on stage with his band in the studio. No editing. It just is what it is. There's a few moments where the timing floats a little bit, but it's real. It's expressive. It's improvisational, and I love that. So that stuff really excites me. So yeah, Brett's playing really, I love it. At the Shakur says, hi there, your chord progression encyclopedia PDF is a true gem. Thanks a lot for that. Well, I have good news on that front. I'm going to be dropping an updated version of that in the coming week. I added 100 more songs to it because I added about 92 more songs to it, and a bunch of users have submitted songs because, of course, I have a Discord group as part of... Shalom to you all. people are just going to assume different things about me, knowing that I just said that and my name's Levi. Yeah, so yeah, new version of that PDF will be dropping in the coming week with a bunch more songs and user submitted songs in there. I'm really happy with how that turned out. It's a big part of my approach to study. Anyway, let's take a look at Brett and what he does on this. So like I said, I've got the guitar profile. I've marked out all the bars for as much as I intend to do, right? So now when I press play in Guitar Pro, everything is synced up, and that of course means if I then highlight a bar and put a loop on, or if I wanted to slow that down, I can use the tools that, you know, Guitar Pro have at their disposal to make that stuff easier for me. Now, of course, it's not going to do the transcription for you. You have to do the work there. But that's the fun part for me. I love that. I love doing the work. So let's take a look at what happens. So in bar 1, I don't think he plays anything, right? So nothing in bar 1. It's the easy bit. And then so, of course, my approach here, ba-do, 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 ba-ba-ba. So I've got my notes. Now I'm just going to write those in time. So nothing on beat 1. Beat 2. You can hear that classic blues. Whoops. He holds that to there. Now I could use that as practice, right? Put staccato on that. And if I wanted to slow that down, do 60%, I could put a count in timer on it. Let's adjust the count in so it only counts in 1 bar. Now I can practice, right? Oh, didn't set the loop up. It's a bit slow. Let's put it to 80% speed. I'm using it as a practice tool. Let's keep going. See that? Boo-ba-da. I always assumed that was Brett playing that, but that isn't. That's Stuart playing the rhythm guitar part there. Space things out. 4 measures per line feels reasonable here. Now we get into more Bretty stuff. That's a great line. So we're going to go 1, 2, bada. 1, 2. Ba ba yada. Does he double pick? So that's actually a non-diatonic note in there, which is nice. Da, 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 da. Does he play that? Stupid guitar whining in the background. Bjorn Bennett needs to buy a Guitar Pro setup like mine. Now I hear the flat 5 there, but he's not. It looks like he plays there. Obviously he isn't. Now we're going to analyze this line. Let's just get the transition into the B flat. Actually, no, we won't. Right, so if I look at what he's played there, anytime I'm transcribing something like this, I'm trying to get into the mindset of the player. Why did they play what they played? So if I zoom in, I'll just look at this line, right? I know I'm on an A Dorian vibe. So if I look at this first line, we're starting on the 6. And in fact, if I lay a pad down underneath me, let's try. So anytime I from a fusion perspective, when I'm learning people's lines or trying to understand what they played, I want to look at this and ask myself, what did they play intervallically? So this is 6, flat 7, 9, 4, and then we come down. He actually goes major third. Now normally in a bebop line we would expect doesn't do that here. He plays so it's not a traditional bebop line, but it's a kind of a pathway is the way I would think about this, of getting from this area of the neck to our here, the transition to this E-shaped minor pentatonic. And again, using my practice tools, I would just work on now if I don't want the MIDI. nice opportunity for me to show you the slow down. Sorry, not slow down. So I can create a speed trainer. This is a progressive speed trainer here, custom values. We can put it in progressive speed, start at 70 BPM. We want it to go up to 100 BPM. We'll do it in 5% increments every repeat. So now, each repeat through, it will get a little bit faster. I need to put some work on that. That's an awkward move. So that's his line there. And that's how I'm using, Guitar Pro software, stuff like this, in order to, practice. Not just play things, not just transcribe things. When I find something in a song that I think is interesting, I study it. So we go ba da ba da 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 ba da ba da 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 Babu. Is that what he plays there? Yeah, so we have and that there is our transition. Here, A Dorian. And then we move to, that's going to get us into our B flat Dorian. That's the transition. Plays 4 note per string there. And this is where accidentals kind of matter. If you worry about notation like I do. He probably picks both of those notes. Yeah, he picks 2 notes. G sharp never does the enharmonic correctly in Guitar Pro. And I'd put my chords in here, right? So B flat minor 7. Here is A minor 7. Hear my guitar whining in the background. Yeah, Brett Garsed, wonderfully creative guitar player. So we can hopefully we can hear the notes here. Ba da ba da da da. Ba da da. Now I should be clear, like I don't have perfect pitch. I heard the notes, I listened carefully to what the notes there, and I had a good idea of how to play those notes on the neck. I knew I'm playing B flat minor. 4, 5, 6, flat 7, root 9. So it's not just like a magic trick. I wouldn't put a key change in for accidentals like this. And I know this feels like a weird level of detail to be putting in, like enharmonics. Enharmonics are the difference between flats and sharps. When I post these tabs without notation on them, but I do care about notation. Interesting. There's a bad note here. I say a bad note. We can analyse it, right? What are we playing? So we're in our B flat Dorian. So 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1, 2, then 4, 2, flat 7, and then we jump up to. This is our. It is, yeah. It's a flat 6, not a good note. Now you might not be playing that there. This is the unfortunate part. We can't see where he's playing. And there's lots of ways he could play this. I've abandoned my accidentals. Yeah, he'll definitely do that. Playing it like that. Yeah. That's cool. Now I've got to fix all these fucking accidentals. So a big part of Brett's style is working out how he makes these sneaky little shifts from traditional kind of 3-note per string patterns to 4-note per string patterns. Let me finish this line. line. Now, of course, this is just my opinion on where he's playing that, because you can't see him. But because he continues up, it's safe to say that's how he does it. Very Brett Garsed line. That's our transition back into A Dorian. So, if we study this line, make it bigger. Huh. What an interesting line. So, we've worked our way up to the 11th fret on the high E string. And I think it's really important that we can always ground ourselves. We can always identify the notes that should be in the full mode. I should be playing B flat Dorian here. So if I change camera, it's probably more efficient ways to be doing this, right? Boom. So I'm up here. And I think it's real important that anytime we do anything like this, I know where home is. So home, my B flat, is here. I would call this my C shape. So my mode if I put my chord underneath me, let's play. Brett plays over this. And we're going to make that transition back to jump on my keyboard between different pad sounds here. So yeah, what's the interesting part about this? Well, for me, is that we essentially have this almost cliche 3-note per string descending line here. But then he uses this as a pivot to shift into a 3-note per string on this on this string, and then shifts up on that string, that would be our transition back to the A. So there's if you look at what my hand has to do there, we go. Get this note with my second finger. I'd probably just take it to there. It's all B flat Dorian. That's a really interesting way of navigating B flat Dorian. Do a Brett Garsed and hybrid pick that. But I shouldn't, I should gambale it. So what I've found here is something I actually really like. And I can because I'm sort of studying not just what he's playing, but how it fits over the chord. I know this is a B flat Dorian run. I know that B flat Dorian, when I play this, my access to that, my B flat out of my A shape. So if I, for argument's sake, was playing over a D minor chord, I should be able to put myself on, let's move to E. So over in E I might play let's gambale it. Accessing it from here. And I think that's the real skill. It's being able to take a line, take something that you steal from somebody's transcription or from somebody's solo and go, well, how do I apply this in a different key? Garsed is like a natural evolution in the lineage of modern legato. You have players like, Holdsworth, of course, it's like the father of that modern legato sound. Then Van Halen is like the rock version of that. I would say that Brett Garsed is like the attempt to rockify and refine the Holdsworth sound. And then you have players like I've already done it in D minor, man. Then you have players like Brett Garsed who rockify it. Then players like Tom Quayle who like really refined the technique and made it pristine and perfect. All of these things are great, but the question I have for you is who plays this when you play this pool of notes? That's a very Brett Garsed line. Switch to D minor because that was what you asked for. The saddest of all keys. So it's a really cool line. It does turn the sadness up to 11. And I think the skill really should be, can I do that in any key? You just have to ask yourself, can I do that in any key? Can I do that in C minor? If I play... Really cool. So, if you're enjoying this lesson, guess what? This video is brought to you by guidedpracticeroutines.com, the place to access my full library of lessons, courses, transcriptions, and guided practice routines. With my unique teach then practice format, we practice together and progress faster. Check it out at the link in the description. And it's also worth noting that this stream is brought to you by my friends over at Guitar Pro. Check out Guitar Pro 8, link in the description again. They're currently having a 25% off sale for the summer, 25% off of Guitar Pro. You get 50% off of my songbook and a free TONEX tone model collection. Go and check it out. Grab yourself the software. You will be able to download my transcription. I'll be sending out an email to everybody that's on my mailing list with a download for this transcription when I finished it. So you'll be able to load it up into Guitar Pro and practice and play along, study, do your thing. Like I said, I've been using Guitar Pro for, Christ, about 18 years now. I really do enjoy it. It is my favourite piece of guitar software. Let's keep going. So we transition back to a Dorian here. Just sneezing my way through a stream. Have I transcribed any? Literally, I uploaded a Scott Henderson solo yesterday. That's, Dorian with blues note. So transition back to A minor here. And now, you know, I can check my MIDI against it. Take the count in. Like a detailed breakdown of what he's playing. You know, we're really doing our best to understand the ins and outs of it. We could break this line down. I could look at this and go, as I did with the previous Dorian line, however you choose to understand fretboard positions is up to you. But when I look at this, that would be my G-shaped Dorian pattern with the blues note. So I'm just playing within that pattern, or the phrase he's playing there is within that pattern. Helps me understand it. Ba-da-da. He's chromatic there. Great line. So chromatic passing tone. Not wild on lines like that. That feels like finger dexterity for the sake of it. Okay, getting a little bit wilder here. But if I just, again, what is this? I'm in my C-shaped Dorian. So my whole line. If I wanted to continue, how does he finish it? So there's a bum note in there. It's an open D. But we want to go for what he's going for here. So I can hear ba ba ba. I can hear this A. But unfortunately what happens is he plays the... And as he plays that A, he lifts his third finger off and you hear the open string. But the line is still ba 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 da. Ba da 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 da. I'm gonna quantize this now because this is starting to look really ugly. And we think of Brett Garsed as being that kind of modern legato guy where everything is in time. A lot of it is really in time, but sometimes, like here, a rush feels offensive. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with floating. Feels nice, right? He's accelerating. So here there's going to be a transition. He's going to hit 4 notes on that string. Again, very Brett. Yeah. So we're in our 6s. Is he picking? Damn it. So a big thing in Brett's playing is picking the first 2 notes on the string. So this actually sounds like a slide. Yeah. You could definitely play that 3 notes per string, 4 notes per string. Rob, thank you very much for your super chat. I really appreciate it. Unfortunately, it seems that you've just said, "Hey Levi," comma, and then you haven't given any further information there. So leave another comment, and of course I'll read it out. That's such a great line. I hear this stuff and I'm just immediately like, oh yeah, that's Brett Garsed. He just, he sounds like Brett Garsed. What could you ask for? Let me check my Patreon messages. David Hausner says something about players like Vinnie Vincent. Awful player. I've really got it in for Vinnie Vincent, and it's not because of the recent single, selling it for trying to make like $100,000 or whatever on the single. It's if you watch Vinnie's instructional video, the REH video, for the demo solos, he's miming. It's so fucking incompetent and lazy. very nice line. Gotta play those chromatics. That's really nice. String skip. Whoops. Blues note. Nice little transition. Oh shit. Yeah, definitely a strange line for an A minor, that. Will lead us back to the A. So straight back into our A minor pentatonic. And I say weird, you know, I'm listening to it very slowly. When you hear a line like that fast, it's just a slick little outside sound that resolves back to A. I can see he's down in the low position here. Ba-do-da-do-da. I'll put the blues curl on that. Ba-da. We skip. Now we're going. Does pick a lot there. Yeah. Again, great chromaticism. And then we should be transitioning to into our B flat minor here. So how does he do that? Great transition into the B flat minor 7. Again, chromaticism. That's a 5. I'll make it a 3 on the end. Is it the same? Oh, he's doing a slick finger transition here, and I need to really decide how he's doing that. Let me slow this right down. Very cool. Oh, okay. He slides and then pulls off. Huh. That's very cool. Very cool. Yeah. I can do my enharmonics now, right? I'm such a nerd. I'm having so much fun doing this. Yeah. Again, very Brett Garsed to do things like that. Let's focus in on what I mean when I say very Brett Garsed, because a big part of me doing the transcriptions that I do is about, like I say, it's learning how different guitar players finger things. This line here, where we're doing, this is classic 3-note per string, right? I'm playing. You know, from all of those. That 3-note string pattern, but what he does that's interesting is he plays the first 4 notes and then slides up and I think the fun thing with something like that is you could turn that into an exercise, right? I could take any 3-note per string pattern and I could go he's not doing things like that, but it's the he's not doing it all the way, but it's these little transitions. So if Brett is thinking in Dorian, A Dorian, he's okay to play like that's cool that I'm making a little transition like that. Okay. I've seen your videos on transcribing with Guitar Pro. Is there one resource that offers a complete step-by-step guide on using all of its features, including video, clip, and transcribe integration? So the transcribe integration isn't software integration. That's me doing that manually on my own. I have both softwares open, both pieces of software open. So that's what's going on there. Transcribe itself can load videos, so the video integration is all in Transcribe. Everything you see on the left side of my screen, this is Transcribe software, and the video is also Transcribe. If you check the Transcribe website, they walk you through GStreamer is the plugin that you have to have installed in Transcribe to be able to load videos. I have a lot of Guitar Pro tutorials, obviously, but not a kind of one video. I have playlists of Guitar Pro tutorials. If you check my check the playlists on my channel, you'll find Guitar Pro tutorials. But yeah, this is just me working with 2 pieces of software at once. Nice. Wonderful. Yeah, that's cool. There's a slide there. That's a Brett turn if ever I saw one. So again, it's the study of how does he make this transition from the he starts this line down here at the 4th fret, and there's there's a slick little slide there, there's a slick little slide there, and you would never notice them. They just happen in the line. He's going to do a there's a E flat 7 in there, even. And he'll hybrid pick that, he won't sweep that. And we can see the slide. So he'll go up the arpeggio. Very slick, very cool. We could make this a 5, it would be tidier if we do, so I probably will. It's quantization, which I'm not against. Now we can see this 4-note per string thing happening here, right? Huh. Have to hit 4 notes on that string. So it can be a 6. He does it again there. So he does the this is 3-note per string Dorian here, A shape. And then he switches here, 15th fret with his 2nd finger, which allows him to switch like a traditional 3-note per string pattern there. Like that. And then chromatic. And that's the most Brett thing you'll ever hear. could just make these 2 groups of 11. I think that's probably the most accurate thing to do. So this pattern here, this descending fifth that he does, Brett loves to do that. Anytime he's like playing over, if we're playing over an A minor, if I'm playing that Dorian, he loves that. He does that drop down, that fifth drop down all the time. This was a 5. He's doing a big jump down there, an octave jump. I'm gonna do this like that. Great line. It was the one that I wanted to do more than any other line in the solo. Yeah, so a little bit out of tune on that bend. Huh. Now I can sort my accidentals. It's a really monstrous line. 4 bars of some of the best B-flat Dorian you're ever going to hear. And like I say, for me, a lot of this is about studying the shape, the contour of lines, the things that players do. When you transcribe enough of a player, you start to learn the things that are very unique about them. And the thing with Brett that's super unique is like this 4 notes of descending scale and then 4 notes of ascending 7 arpeggio. That's really cool. And to get that in the middle of a line, just a massive ascending dominant 7 arpeggio, followed by this chromatic stuff, is very slick. And when you put that all together on a line like that, just instantly Brett Garsed, instantly recognisable. That is Brett Garsed. Have I considered transcribing the live sections of Brett's Rock Fusion video, playing it off the scale? Yeah, I've considered it. I'm not against it. Honestly, it's just finding the time to do all these things. It's hard to be motivated to do transcriptions when recently I've just had loads of copyright strikes, like not claims, strikes, and like they put my channel at risk. So I'm just kind of inclined to make lessons. Nice opportunity to remind you guys though. Guitar Pro, sponsor of the stream, currently on sale. If you want to go and grab yourself a copy of Guitar Pro 8, once I finish this transcription, you will be able to download it. It's worth noting that if you want to download the transcriptions that I post on YouTube, you can do so by joining YouTube channel memberships. There's a tab downloader tier on there, which you can absolutely do. Alternatively, you can check them out on my Patreon. You can also join guided practice routines. I'll run an ad for that in a second. I have all of my Guitar Pro files up there for you to download. Anyway, 25% off Guitar Pro currently, 50% off my songbook, and a free TONEX tone model. There's 13 days left in the sale. So, yeah, they run a couple of sales a year. It's a weird one. They're so reliable in their sales that when people need to buy Guitar Pro and a sale isn't on, I kind of want to be like, well, you know, the summer's coming up. There will almost certainly be a sale for that. So you probably want to hold off and grab it in the sale. Now is one of those sales. Great time for you to grab the software. Outside of that, of course, I am mentioning guided practice routines. So let me run the ad. This video is brought to you by guidedpracticeroutines.com, the place to access my full library of lessons, courses, transcriptions, and guided practice routines. With my unique teach then practice format, we practice together and progress faster. Check it out at the link in the description. Huzzah! Right, so if I go from the top of the solo. Pretty spot on. This is where I do my patting myself on the back and point out that nobody's as good at this as I am. Is that where he plays that? To really make sure I get the fingering right for this. Yeah. I do transcriptions for commission, yeah. Occasionally, I do less of it now because I'm so busy making content for guidedpracticeroutines.com. There's super locked in. I answered your question, Robert. I'm using two pieces of software. This is Guitar Pro on the right and it's Transcribe on the left. I'm using both. It's not like there's an integration between the two. All right, I'll walk you through it again then, mate, because you are the only person that's been kind enough to donate. Yeah, so two separate pieces of software, Guitar Pro on the right, Transcribe on the left. There's no integration between the two. In order to have the video in Transcribe, everything on the left is Transcribe. Check Transcribe's website. They walk you through the process of GStreamer. That's a little plugin that you need in order for Transcribe to be able to read video. So when I press play in Transcribe, it feels weird to make a video explaining to people how to do that when that's kind of like base levels of what the software does. Yeah, so no integration between the two. Some people try and use the audio import in Guitar Pro as their way of working with audio and video. Well, you can't put video in there, but I don't find it to be effective. In terms of content on my channel, there's not one long resource, but if you check out the Guitar Pro tutorial videos that I've made, I'd like to maybe sit down at some point, like I've talked with Guitar Pro about making like a full course on how to use it, but it's one of those weird ones where it's like they don't want to pay me to make one, so if I put in all the time to make one, I kind of feel the need to put it behind a paywall so I can make money from it. But then if I do that, no one will see it, so yeah, weird one. I don't know why I'm still going because I need to leave in a minute. Can we hear the melodic minor there? Oh, G sharp. I use your transcription so much and love your work and passion. Get a beer. Thank you very much, Rembert. I can't see if there's more text there. I can literally just see Rembert. If I click go to channel, I don't know what's going to happen. I really appreciate that. One of those big jumps that Brett likes to do. Ba-do-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Little ascending arpeggio. It doesn't hit that note. Let's just do that. Feels like he does that, but he maybe doesn't. He doesn't. Then he makes this weird transition to But I'm going to stop there because like I say, I have to leave. I'm just going to press play up to that point so you can see what we've done, the accuracy of what we've done. I'll finish this up tomorrow and get it uploaded to YouTube. He's so damn good. So let me save this. This goes into my daily transcriptions folder. Brett Garsed burgers in bed. Like I say, I'll get this uploaded on YouTube in the next day or so. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Let me bring myself up and look you dead in the face. Oh, as a reminder, sorry, I probably should just do this one last time. This stream was brought to you by my friends over at Guitar Pro. They're currently running a summer sale on Guitar Pro 8, 25% off, and you can get 50% off of my songbook plus a free TONEX tone model collection. Well worth checking out. Sale's still on for 2 weeks, and would be a great way for you to be able to download, be able to play this transcription when I put it up for download. Of course, I'm not the only person on the internet using Guitar Pro. You know, just about every education website worth its salt is using Guitar Pro to give you downloads where you can, PDFs are great, but it's nice to be able to press play. It's nice to be able to set up loops and that stuff. And also, this video is brought to you by guidedpracticeroutines.com, the place to access my full library of lessons, courses, transcriptions, and guided practice routines. With my unique teach then practice format, we practice together and progress faster. Check it out at the link in the description. We are currently running a completely free 7-day trial, so check out the free trial link in the description and join us over on my Discord server. Again, you can find that all on Guided Practice Routines, where we can continue the chat about all of this cool transcribing and music stuff. Much love, and I will see you for another stream soon.